Hey guys. So Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One. It's good. First of all, it's good. If you're a Mission Impossible fan and if you like the Fallout, you will like Dead Reckoning. But after also watching Fast 10 some months ago, I gotta say that it felt a lot like the writers were the same. Because oh, thanks, Limes. Because pretty much everything goes wrong for Ethan. What I do like is the stakes that they get. What do you call it? I like how they present how important this mission is compared to the other ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fallout's mission was very important, but it is nothing compared to what this one is, by far. And the plot has gone a bit over in science fiction, but not as fiction as you initially think. Because the technology is there today, fully. It's there. We have the technology, but we don't have it to that extent, which in a way makes this also kind of a relatable stake, so to say, because the enemy is something that, in technical theory, everyone walks around with in their pocket today, which is AI, artificial intelligence. Every phone today has artificial intelligence, and every iPhone has Siri. Siri's an artificial intelligence. Hey Google is an artificial intelligence. It's just not a evolving intelligence, which this is. I like how they set up the story with that the mission is so big that only half the mission can fit in one movie, and the mission they didn't put that much filler in. Everything actually flows pretty smoothly. I would say Hayley Atwell does very good with her character, the way she's written. Excuse me. I'm sorry. People with headphones, I'm sorry if that's loud. Anyway, her character in the movie, she's basically a thief. She's a high class thief, but a thief only. Like, that's what her skill is. So when she gets thrown into the whole Ethan Hunt scenario, that terrifies daylights out of her, and it makes sense. It fits with her character trait, and I like that. I like that a lot. Palm Clementine, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. Don't quote me on that one. I only know her from Guardians of the Galaxy, where she does a good job with Mantis, but I don't like the character as it's written. But that's me. Her character in this movie is badass and partly terrifying. She's mostly a silent character, which is perfectly written for her character. But yeah, she's total badass, and I would not want to mess with her whatsoever. There is one part in the movie where it is so obvious her character is trying to portray a little bit of, I believe her name is Katana from Suicide Squad DC Comics. Not the movie, the comics. Which is so badass and so awesome that they do that. It is very subtle on some of the things. On other things, it screams straight in your face if you know what to look for. But other than that, it's pretty subtle, and I love it. Tom, of course, does his usual Ethan, but he's still evolving. This time he is so far deep as we've ever seen it before, and to see him having to improvise so much is awesome. Completely. Yeah. The plot setup is great. There is no, okay, we gotta skip through this so we can get to the action shit, like a studio butchering a movie. Luckily with Tom, that is not an option for them. Also because he is a executive producer. And I love the fact that the movie was stalled so that it could go to cinema, because this is a movie you need to see in cinema. It is a cinematic movie, for sure. My one complaint to the movie, and this isn't actually to the movie itself, this is to the marketing. The one stunt that they have splattered everywhere ruined it for me, in a way. It didn't ruin the movie. I enjoyed the movie exceptionally. But when you splatter his stunt all over the media, you're looking actively for that stunt. And seeing when it comes in the movie, it fits in the movie. There they've done it perfectly. But I don't want to sit and wait for a stunt I know it's coming. I would rather have that they would have shown how badass and scary Pom Clementine's character is. I don't remember her character's name. I don't. I also just came from watching Indiana Jones, but I don't remember her name. I would rather have them showing her, some of her scenes to show how badass she is, and then mention the stunt. Like, mention the fact that, okay, this is the biggest practical stunt in movie history. Fair enough, that is an awesome information to have going into the movie. But I don't want to see the frickin' stunt all over media before I've seen the movie. I don't want to do that. Okay, now that I got that shit up my chest, bah, if I could talk. I can highly recommend the movie. Fully, I am extremely anticipating part 2. It's very obvious what part 2 is going to be, and I love that. You don't need to put a mystery in that one. How they're going to pull it off, I'm looking forward to seeing what's next with Mission Impossible. But yeah, it is very Fast 10 emergency style. Like, everything goes wrong for our main characters, everything. But the writing is so good because it's not just because plot says so. It's not. It's really we're so reliant on technology today. That's what screws us up, our reliance on technology. And I love that part. It's very much hey, we gotta go old school to not get ourselves killed. That's awesome. That's really awesome. But yeah, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 in cinemas. Even with the strike going on, the SAG-AFTRA and the actors strike, I highly recommend to go watch it in the cinema. It's a movie to be watched in cinemas. Tom wasn't kidding on that one. Excuse me. It is a movie for the cinemas. So go watch it. Go support the actors on this one and the writers. Screw the studios on this one. Fully. Go watch it. Highly recommend it. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video for the next review.